Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is Monday the 19th of March. Happy birthday, Alicia! My sister Alicia's birthday. But I thought today I was gonna vlog. I'm also gonna give in and I'm gonna show you how I made corned beef and cabbage. So, ooh, I just brushed my hair. You think it looked like I didn't even brush my hair? Oh well, that's what you get. Whoop whoop. I haven't vlogged in a long time, so I figured I would. I know we do live streams, which is usually we can chat, but I'm gonna vlog. On Saturday, when we had company, the company informed us the day before when they got here that they don't like corned beef and cabbage. So I figured if it's just gonna be for me and Jim, I would do it on a day where he can enjoy it, where he didn't have to work that day. So he does have to work today, but not till 9 o'clock tonight. He doesn't have to work during the day. So today's Monday and I'm making it today because you can always celebrate St. Patrick's Day. It just doesn't have to be on St. Patrick's Day, right? So I'm going to show you how to do that. Any tips and tricks that I learned from Pop or over the years of doing it. And I was going to make Irish soda bread. I'll show you how to make that. And I will show you how to make that, except Jim surprised me and bought one from the grocery store where he works. So we're never going to eat 2 of them before they go stale. So I will make it for you, I promise, and I'll put it up on the channel, and you guys can search it next year when you're going to make it. Or it's even though traditionally you think of Irish soda bread here in the United States as being for St. Patrick's Day, it's really nice bread. It's like a giant scone, sort of. So it's a really nice breakfast bread to have throughout the year. And we, most traditionally in the United States, or I shouldn't say that, in places that I've been in the United States, we most traditionally have them with raisins or currants in them. But you can also make them with caraway seeds, which makes it more of like a savory sort of bread. So just keep that in mind. Like if you ever want to replace it for rye bread or have like bread with dinner, or you can leave the currants out altogether and it's just a nice slice of bread, homemade bread. And it is like a quick bread. It's not, you don't make it, let it rest or any of that stuff. Yeah, it's a, and the recipe that I got, if Marion Fox watches this, Marion gave me what I thought she said was Aunt Nora's recipe. And I wrote it down one year at the family picnic. Well, I don't even know if she technically wasn't my aunt. I think it was technically her aunt, but, or Aunt Nellie's. It's so funny because or Aunt Bonnie's. We had so many Irish aunts. My mom, people have asked me if I'm Irish. My mother's descendants, my mother was 100% Irish descent. She was born here in the United States, as was my grandmother and my grandfather. But both of their parents were born, like my great-grandmothers and my great-grandfathers were all born in Ireland. My father, on the other hand, is, his mother is Polish. His father is Greek Cypriot. So I am a mutt. But yes, I am what, I guess if we're doing percentages, it'd be like 50% Irish and 25% Polish and 25% Greek. The weather hasn't been very nice here. I mean, we're not getting those horrible storms and snow that you guys are getting some parts of the country. But it's been a lot of dank rain, and between that and hosting people for the weekend and getting ready for hosting people for the weekend, my arthritis is acting up. Just tired, it makes me tired. That was just like sort of a change of subject. I just was looking out the window and it looks like, see, it's like, no, you can't see, Can you see? It's like gray and bleh, bleh. Um, oh, so I got a soda bread recipe from a family. I also have a soda bread recipe from, there's a woman that was from Ireland who her daughter went to my day program. Um, Sandra and Bridget. And Bridget was the mom, and Bridget gave me her Irish soda bread recipe and also morning glory muffins and Irish scones, which is a little different. So maybe I'll try both, and not try both, but maybe I'll give you both recipes to give you some options. Oh, but otherwise, one of the subscribers, Louisa, hi Louisa. Louisa had her first St. Patrick's Day dinner. She just got her DNA test and found out she was a little Irish, so she wanted to celebrate that. And she did a beautiful job, but the reason I mentioned it is because she boiled carrots, and I was like, when she showed me her plate, it was green cabbage, orange carrots, and white potatoes, and I was like, oh look, it's like the Irish flag. Which I was like, oh, carrots would be nice. But I made the carrots the other night. So the other night when they came, I made Aunt Helen's Parmesan chicken, rice-a-roni, because everybody likes rice-a-roni, and glazed carrots, which I can't eat because they're totally full of sugar, but Jimmy loves them. So if you want that recipe, I'll give it to you right now. You basically melt a half a stick of butter, depending on how many carrots you're making, let's put it that way. What I did was a half a stick of, well, a half a stick isn't right because people use tubs. So you say, is it a quarter cup of butter? So a quarter cup of butter, a quarter cup of brown sugar, and I melt them in the pan. But be careful because you don't want them to turn to caramel. And then I put in about a quarter cup of maple syrup, but not 100% pure maple syrup, but not sugar-free maple syrup. I use like Jimmy and Sally's butter in the recipe say maple syrup. And then you cook that down until it gets a little thick. We used canned carrots today or this weekend, so you want to put them in at the very end. But if you're using like microwave carrots, or like if you were using, you basically have to pre-cook your carrots is what I'm trying to say. So you pre-cook your carrots, and if they're whole carrots, you can put them in and let them cook down with the glaze. If they're canned and they're already real soft, you want to just put them in at the very end to coat them and heat them through. And that's the whole recipe, and they're delish. And if you like your glaze real thick, you just cook them longer. Cook it longer or whatever. When you use canned carrots, or even when you microwave or steam, sometimes the water from, you can't help but the water from there will get into the glaze, and you just have to cook it back out again. Last night I made homemade macaroni and cheese baked, and it was a new thing I just invented in my brain. Not baked macaroni and cheese. Baked macaroni and cheese has been around for 100 years. But this particular recipe, because I had hauled a something called German butter cheese. It was from Aldi's. And it was about to expire because we never actually had it for New Year's. It was going to expire like next week or whatever. So I was like, I was going to make some homemade macaroni and cheese. And I was like, let me try this. And this was so good because it was that cheese. I didn't taste it. Well, I did taste it, but I didn't taste it enough to describe it for you like that. But what it did to the macaroni and cheese is it made it it added like a tart cheese. It wasn't like a sweet cheese. So it gave like this level of complexity to the macaroni and cheese. But I basically just made my bechamel sauce. I had a cup of cheddar cheese, the cubes, the little pack of butter cheese I cubed up. I think it was 6 ounces. I don't even think it was 8 ounces. I put that into the sauce. Now the sauce started to break. I did take it off the heat, but I don't think I took it off the heat fast enough. So I tried to recover it, but I never truly recovered it. So sorry. There were some tips and tricks to recover it, and I tried some of them, but like I said, I really wasn't feeling good last night, so I wasn't like putting my whole heart into it. I was just trying to like, I wanted comfort food of baked macaroni and cheese, you know. So I had a little of the Velveeta sauce that comes from the Dollar Tree, or different places. You can get it at the grocery store, but the one that I always haul from the Dollar Tree. So I gave like a half a bag of that, squirted in there, and then I took about 3 tablespoons of cream cheese, whipped cream cheese, and I put it in there, and that did help recover it a bit. But then when I baked it, it broke again, which is okay, because that's what you do when you bake macaroni and cheese. Happens sometimes anyway. But those flavors were really good together. Um, and then I took 2 tablespoons of butter and a quarter cup of panko, and I put them in the frying pan just to toast them up a little bit and coat them in butter. And then I put the macaroni cheese, cooked the macaroni, made the sauce, put them all in a mixing bowl, mixed them together, put them in the baking dish, and covered them with the breadcrumbs. And then I just baked it for 15 minutes it was about. But you just want to do it till it gets golden bubbly. And it was a score. Everybody loved it. Oh, See, I told you I'm not feeling good. I had bacon left over from breakfast, so I had like 4 slices of bacon that I chopped up to put in there too, just to add a little, you know. And I told Mom, I'm like, there's bacon in there, but there's not a lot. So every once in a while, if you see something brown, just know it's on there purpose. It's in there on purpose. Oh. Sometimes Jimmy's schedule gets me. So yesterday I started to take down St. Patrick's Day decorations, and hopefully we'll get Easter put up today, but I will share that with you when it's all done. My Easter decor is all in one giant container. I usually have all little 18-gallon totes of various companies, but that I have all my decor in, but my Easter decor is all in one giant one. I'm not sure why. I really am not sure how that happened. I'm sure it was after we moved here, but I'm not sure exactly why. It's not very heavy stuff because it's baskets and stuff, so maybe because it's more manageable because the baskets are bigger. I don't know. Anyway, I'm babbling. So, thanks for hanging out with me today. And as always, take care. God bless. See you next time. Bye.